What happens when the waiting finally ends? After years of wandering, doubt, and delay, the moment arrives. The promise is within reach, but stepping into it requires courage. Joshua is the story of crossing lines that once felt impossible. It shows what it looks like to move forward in faith when the future is uncertain and the past still echoes loudly. In this video, we'll explore Joshua, a book about courage, obedience, and choosing who you will serve. Overview. Joshua is the sixth book of the Bible and marks a major transition. Moses is gone. A new leader steps forward. The people stand on the edge of the land God promised generations earlier. Joshua continues the story of God's faithfulness, showing that promises delayed are not promises denied. The book records Israel's entrance into Canaan, the conquest of the land, and the settling of the tribes. At its heart, Joshua asks a simple question: will God's people trust him enough to move forward? Stepping into the promise, Joshua 1-5. The book opens with God's charge to Joshua: be strong and courageous. Joshua is not called because he is fearless, but because he is willing to trust God. God promises to be with him just as he was with Moses. The Israelites crossed the Jordan River on dry ground, echoing the earlier crossing of the Red Sea. Stones are set up as a memorial, reminding future generations of God's faithfulness. Before battle begins, the people pause. They renew their commitment to God. Victory is rooted in obedience, not strength. The fall of Jericho and unexpected victory, Joshua 6. Jericho stands as the first major obstacle. Its walls are strong. Its defenses are intimidating. God's strategy defies logic. March around the city. Blow trumpets. Shout. The walls fall, not through force, but through obedience. Joshua shows that God's power is revealed when people trust his ways, even when they seem unreasonable. Failure, repentance, and restoration, Joshua 7-8. Success is quickly followed by failure. Israel is defeated at Ai because of hidden disobedience within the camp. Sin affects the whole community. When the issue is confronted and corrected, God restores them. Ai is conquered, and the people gather to hear the law read aloud. Joshua reminds us that progress does not eliminate the need for humility. Obedience must continue after victory. Battles, deception, and God's faithfulness, Joshua 9-12. The conquest continues, but not without complications. The Gibeonites deceive Israel into making a treaty. Even so, God honors the commitment. In one of the most striking moments, God causes the sun to stand still so Israel can complete the battle. Joshua emphasizes that victory comes not from military brilliance, but from God's intervention. Dividing the land and rest from war, Joshua 13-21. After years of fighting, the land is divided among the tribes. Each family receives an inheritance. Cities of refuge are established. The tabernacle finds a place of rest. This section may feel quiet, but it reflects fulfillment. God's promises are becoming reality. Joshua records that the Lord gave them rest on every side. A call to faithfulness, Joshua 22-24. As Joshua's life draws to a close, he gathers the people for a final challenge. He reminds them of everything God has done, from Abraham to the present day. Then he issues a challenge that echoes across generations. Choose for yourselves this day whom you will serve. Joshua makes it clear that faith is not automatic. It must be chosen daily. The people respond by reaffirming their commitment to God. Key themes in Joshua. Courage rooted in God's presence. Strength flows from knowing God is with you. Obedience before victory. God's ways lead to success, even when they seem strange. Consequences of disobedience. Hidden sin affects the whole community. God's faithfulness to his promises. Every promise God made was fulfilled. Rest after faithful obedience. God leads his people into rest, not endless struggle. The ongoing choice of faith. Commitment must be renewed continually. Key verses in Joshua. Joshua 1-9, be strong and courageous. A call to bold faith. Joshua 3-5, consecrate yourselves. Preparation before action. Joshua 6-20, the wall collapsed. Victory through obedience. Joshua 7 verse 13, there is sin among you. The cost of disobedience. Joshua 21 verse 45, not one promise failed. God's faithfulness confirmed. Joshua 24 verse 15, as for me and my house. A declaration of commitment. Relevance Today. Joshua speaks to moments of transition and decision. Many people stand on the edge of new opportunities, unsure whether to move forward. Joshua reminds us that courage is not the absence of fear, but trust in God's presence. The book challenges passive faith. It calls for action, obedience, and commitment. Promises are fulfilled when faith moves forward. Closing thought. Joshua ends with a choice. The land is settled. The battles are over. The question remains: who will you serve? Joshua reminds us that faith is not proven by what we say, but by the choices we make when the moment arrives. The promise stands. The step forward is yours to take.